Hello everyone and welcome back to Pacific Drive. In the last session we have been making our way towards the next main story point. We are quite a few maps in towards it and still heading there. So we need to follow this road straight, it looks like. I mean, it is pretty much just, yeah, it is pretty much just that. It looks like there's a lot of hills around this as well, so we can't really just sort of straight line it. So I think our best bet is to just follow the road on this one and take no turnings. And so that is what we shall do. Man, it is pitch black out. Jesus Christ, that is actually... that is crazy dark without the headlights. That's wild. Normally you can see a little bit. Got a bit of the fog as well. Can we go full speed ahead down this road in the dark, in the fog, without crashing for this whole map? What do we think? What do we think? Will I be able to make it without ever letting go of the accelerator? Uh-oh. Okay, I let go of the accelerator there. It has to be said. Ooh, hello. 10 points! 20 points! 30 points! Yeah! It's so entertaining. It's so entertaining just ramming through them. How close are we? Pretty close. Lovely. Right, so we are getting there. Just got to get through this one, and then we'll be at the story zone. Taking a long time to load this one. I feel like this is way longer than usual. What's going on with this map? Right, what are we saying? We are up here, and we are going over here. We might be able to shortcut this one. Looks fairly flat. I mean, this middle bit obviously isn't, but like, straight line it sort of across here? Fuck it, let's try. We just did a map of sticking to the road, now it's time for a map of off-road exploration. As the rain pours down. I love the sound of rain. Whether it's when you're traveling in a car and it's hitting the roof, or whether it's as you're going to sleep and it's hitting the windows. Whatever it is, I always find rain like just one of the most relaxing sounds. Love it. And maybe that's because I'm in England and if I didn't like the sound of rain, I'd just have to kill myself, because that is what 99% of our weather is. No, not that much, but we do get quite a bit of rain. So it would be an unfortunate life to live if I did not enjoy the sound. But no, I don't know, it's very calming, something about it. Uh-oh. Big tree. Nice. Does it matter if we don't go through the gate? No, okay, you can just go. So long as you're just there, it doesn't matter if you actually go straight through the gate. That was a good bit of off-roading, not too shabby. So now, we are actually at the story point. Let's see what we have to do. This mission is called The Visions, which... Are we going to be getting visions? Like, what's going to be going on here? Speak to me, oh NPCs! Reach Tobias's marker. There are a few of them.
Are you ready, driver? Okay, first off, I've loaded up 3 locations on your ARC device map. See them? Head to whichever strikes your fancy.
You're sending them to the Visions?
Sure am. We're going to use this.
My optical vassalizer. We shouldn't use that.
Why not?
I mean, it's been decades. No way that thing is in any sort of working shape.
I've been fixing her up in secret, and I'm sorry. Don't be mad. It's going to be a surprise for your birthday.
Okay.
Oh, I've gone ahead and made an itty-bitty modification to your headset, driver. I've hooked up the basalizer here to modulate your scan function. Think of it like an extra layer of mayonnaise on your technology sandwich.
What are you using the vassalizer for?
No spoilers. We have to tell the story from the beginning. Driver, get ready to feast your eyes on the Visions.
Okay. I just noticed how high the teleport requirement is. So we should definitely make sure, like, we'll go from here to here and grab these 2 along the way. And then I guess sort of do this. The painter?
So we told you about the mass hallucination. Hundreds of people, 30 seconds of crazy, yada yada. But there was one instance where that event and the remnants intersected. The story of Laura Cesari. Laura worked at ARDA as an executive secretary. She put in her hours, but she spent her evenings with a real passion. Painting. When the hallucination event swept through, Laura was overtaken like everyone else. But for her, the visions didn't stop. She tried painting them, but grew frustrated at her inability to recreate what she saw. Now at first, Anna wrote her off as one of the many whose brains got scrambled by what they saw. Until Laura stumbled across a rusty can of paint in the woods. It was a remnant. Once she started using this paint, the visions in her paintings began to come true. She painted feverishly for over a year, chasing the visions the entire time. Until the day the paint ran empty.
And then she disappeared. Like all remnant holders do.
Now that we know the remnants and the mass hallucination are related, maybe Laura's visions can help us out.
Okay. I didn't want to get too close to this in case it overwrote the dialogue. What the hell is this music? It sounds nice, but I just can't risk the copyright. Yeah, this is like one of the places, so let's see what we can find. Ah. Is this what I'm looking for? The painting? The Great Pile-Up Mural.
Pile-up. You know, if you catch the mural at the right angle, when the moon is right overhead, you can spot the helmsman's body in one of the boats.
No chance. It's a paint smudge. Nothing more.
Believe me, it's true. I've seen it.
Sure.
Hey, is it just me, or did this mural look different before?
Probably the instability messing with the paint over time. It's been decades after all.
Nah, something's definitely off. Hey, where's our old notes from when we took a field trip out that way? Driver, why don't you go ahead to the next one while we investigate this?
I was just thinking, like, are we in it now? Can you...
This is where your theory comes in, Francis. You tell him. Oh, look at me babbling away. Francis, you explain it. It's so good.
No, it's just...
I'd rather not.
Come on, we talked about this. You should be proud of your word. Toot your own horn.
Not this time.
Okay, well, Francis's theory, his entire branch of research was that the zone exhibits a property seen nowhere else on Earth. Every phenomenon that occurs here leaves its fingerprint forever on the physical space. So he created this device to pick up on these some physical after effects. How did you explain it? It was like identifying a whale's favorite color using only the wake it leaves behind. The rest was science mumbo jumbo.
It's a form of electromagnetic imprint. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
And what a better time than now to try it again.
The mysterious helmsman.
No, I'm telling you, the helmsman never made it out of the zone. He died here.
Not this again. I still don't know why you're so convinced they existed in the first place.
Driver, back me up here. This is how the story goes. It was the winter of 72.
fuck?
A ship set sail down the Columbia River 100 miles east of here. The helmsman was overcome by bad weather, and while in a particularly foggy patch, the boat
Hit something, and the impact threw him from the deck. When he woke up, he was on a boat on this very lake, smack in the middle of the zone, with no idea how he got there. He had with him a ridiculous amount of cash and paid anyone and everyone to get him out of the zone. But no matter how he tried to leave, on foot, in a transport, he would always head into a fog and reemerge on another boat. At last count, the great pileup was 20 boats high and 30 boats wide.
A limb duplication glitch, nothing more.
And you, of all people, blaming limb tech instead of a good old-fashioned mystery?
It doesn't add up. Artist's favorite pastime was carting people out of the zone. How could someone actually fail to escape? And a mysterious man with a backpack full of cash, and the one place he can't spend it. Seems awfully fishy to me.
Yeah, I wonder if that's going to be what happens to us. Is this set up for the end of the game? We're going to try and get out and get fucked. Seems possible. How are we doing? We are only like halfway after that. So we might have to get all 4, potentially. Ooh, that is a wall. The fuck was that noise? That was not a happy noise. Alright. There it is. What the fuck is that? The Bigfoot mural.
Ah, the Bigfoot mural. My personal favorite.
Wait, is that it? Is that all the dialogue that we kept from this
Did
one?
you see
Oh
that,
no, there we go.
Francis? Oh boy, Francis, look. Look here, it's different from our sketch when we visited in '82.
It's all scrambled, but the shape seems familiar. If you tilt your head, doesn't that kind of look like Mount Olympus?
Oh, Francis, you flippin' genius! It absolutely is. Wait, let's look back at the first one. What's different there?
That shape right there, is that Hook Valley?
Holy smokes! Oh, wait, pull up all the topographical maps of the peninsula. If we look around the areas where you'd get that view of Mount Olympus... See, Francis? I told you your basilizer would work.
I don't think this is the basilizer's doing.
Driver, we're on to something. Get to that third vision.
You got it, boss man. But along the way, I should probably go and grab this one. This is a very big area, though. Out of curiosity, what did it say about the rotten egg? It's acid. Okay, that makes sense. A hungry Sasquatch.
Driver, if you come across a mushroom like the one in the mural, do not eat it. No matter how tasty it might look.
You're speaking from personal experience. And let me tell you, it wasn't pretty.
Oh, just thinking about it makes me want to puke all over again. You've probably passed the biogenerators by now. They're our source of power in the mid-zone, and one of the best demonstrations of renewable limb tech. Yes, these battery farms keep our lights on, but more importantly, they're also the only place in the entire zone where anomalized mushrooms grow.
And guess who turned out to be the world's biggest fan of those mushrooms? Bigfoot itself. And the vision foretold its arrival in the zone.
It started when those pods hanging from the battery farms were found chewed up. At first, they blamed it on the local wildlife. This was back when we used to have some. Then, the sightings of 10-foot-tall creatures started.
That didn't attract much attention on their own.
Not until the first footprints were found.
That's a big
The
one.
Olympic Peninsula has always had a collection of Bigfoot sightings, but they were rare until
Is it
Bigfoot
big
had
enough?
its first taste of the anomalized mushrooms. Then it couldn't stay
It
away.
is! Hallelujah.
That's when the Squatches came knocking. They jumped the wall, set up camp.
And we got to investigate. Once they learned of the Sasquatch's appetite for these mushrooms, they cultivated entire farms and stuff.
For months, they propagated mushrooms and set traps. And for months, evidence mounted that Sasquatch was making its rounds and evading those traps. Until one night, the experts disappeared.
Bigfoot got them, no question.
Come on, all 8 at once? How is that possible?
Never get in the way of a hungry Sasquatch.
So true, King.
So about that last vision.
Beware the doorway. Might have to slow down here so we don't trigger new dialogue getting to the next one.
I can't even look at it. Francis, you explain it.
And maybe you've already seen them, driver. A freestanding bright blue door in its frame, out in the wilderness with nothing around it.
I don't think I have seen that.
See one. Don't get anywhere close to it.
I don't want to talk about it.
He was pretty close to a doorway when it opened. It's called the inverting doorway. When the door is shut, it's safe. But once in a while, it opens, and everything near it is turned inside out. Its victims are mostly bears, squirrels, and birds. They all go through hell. Meat and bones on the outside, fur and feathers on the inside. It's not fun to see.
I bet.
Once, a group of hikers didn't heed the warning, and
No, we're done here, driver. If you see one, you stay away from it. That's all you need to know. Let's go.
Is that the end? Okay. Right, here we are. Third one. Oh, right. That's why they're talking about this thing. I see.
The inverting doorway.
No, I don't like this one.
Got any more for me?
Oh, bingo!
See that pattern in the last mural? That flower only grows above a certain elevation. Put the 3 locations together, and you've got a square mile in the northeast corner of the deep zone. Huh. The visions were pointing towards something the entire time.
Hey, Abby, you can stop pretending to ignore us now. Take a look at this. Fine work. We've pinned down the location for the source of the mass hallucination. That's where the driver needs to go.
Well, what do you know?
Well, I knew the basilizer worked. What did I tell you, huh?
He still doesn't know, Francis.
Know what? Abby?
Not my story to share.
Oppie coming back in and immediately stirring shit. Right, I guess we can't go to this place immediately.
And that basilizer, they're illegitimate.
Wait, what are you saying?
I built that device to prove my imprint theory, and it was on the verge of getting the results I needed. But my research funding was running out. So I forged the data. Not much, just enough to justify more time. I was so close. I knew the breakthrough was right around the corner. But Arda found out. That's why I was reassigned and my clearance revoked.
Wait, you told me you changed labs
Yeah, that's
voluntarily.
clearly called a lie.
8 years of research with nothing to show for it, and then for that to happen, I couldn't face you.
That doesn't mean your theory is wrong. I still think there's something to it. There's a common thread with some of the remnant stories, like the telephone switchboard, the ones that seem to recall the past somehow. Maybe the remnants access those imprints, read them like a needle in the groove of a record.
Don't. You don't have to do that. It's in the past. I don't care about it anymore.
It kind of sounds like you care about it. Kind of
But
sounds...
listen,
Oh.
I've got this suspicion, right? If we can just get the car to the mass hallucination source, what do we find that can prove your theory? It's worth a try, isn't it?
I'm tired of trying, Tobias. I've tried all my life, and it didn't go so well.
Look, I don't have one of those fancy degrees that you and Oppie have. The closest I ever got to science was wiping down your lab benches. But I saw the incredible things that you did with your research.
Yeah, well, Arda didn't think they were incredible.
I don't care about Arda. I believe in you. Always have.
I'm sorry.
Aw.
I can't do this with her. Oppie led the disciplinary committee that stripped my clearance and demoted me to a glorified intern. She sat there and decided how best to humiliate me. I never asked for anything. This one time I do, so I would never have to talk to Oppie again. You didn't listen. Your remnant was more important than what I wanted.
Francis, I didn't mean...
I've had enough.
He'll come around.
Willie?
Sorry, driver. We'll see you back at the auto shop.
That's some pretty unfortunate history. I like that very clean beam into the sky. Very nice. Pretty straight run here to the exit. If my car didn't spin out right at the end, that's good. Turn around, turn around, turn around, tease it, tease it. There we go. Pretty good, pretty good.
Interesting thing about that deep zone area you identified. I ran every coordinate in that area through the auto database, and what turns up?
But access logs with entry records for Dr. K up through March 1963.
What? No, the doctor died in 1961. In the lab accident.
So we were told. Then, I found access logs for both that deep zone site and Red Meadow. Years and years worth of activity.
The Red Meadow Research Facility? But it was demolished the same year. After the structural damage caused by the... lied about that too, didn't they?
It appears so. The driver should give the Red Meadow ruins a visit. If Dr. K didn't die that day, I'd like to know what was keeping him so busy.
So would I, but... do we have time for this? We don't know how long the driver's got with that remnant.
And that's why we need this information. Whatever Dr. K was doing relates to all of this. It may be the key to what lies at the end of the road for the driver.
I... agree with you. God, I hate saying that.
Driver, I've marked the Red Meadow facility on your route planner. Head there whenever you're ready.
Okay, so this is important. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this.
You won't survive long out there. Not with the way you're driving. But I've got an old experimental device in the garage that might help.
Oh. Upgrade the
Go
arc
on,
device.
Give it a shot. Can't be worse than anything else that could happen out there, right?
Wait, is this the... is this what it is? Install the arc dock? This is the thing. What? How do I install it? I was going to say, because we've got this thing, but it wasn't doing anything. Like, it's not pointing me to anything. Where do I install this? Wait. I'm missing a panel? How did I miss that? Wait, I'm missing 2 panels. Whoops. Install the arc dock. Install it on what, specifically? It's not pointing me towards anything. Am I gonna have to Google this? This game is so unclear sometimes. What's this? Repair putty? Sure. Is that why you're beeping? Like, what? It's telling me to install this thing and then not telling me where to install it. Like, doesn't seem to be anything. Do I, like... ah, onto this thing? Okay. What did that actually do for me? I'm not sure. Well, here's a steel panel, I guess. Did I just never... did I make this and just never remember to slap it on? I guess I need one more. Because the car's invincible, so it can't have got broken or anything, so I must have just never remembered. Whoopsie! Right, so... that is a long way away. Okay. Oh, fuck me. I'm just now realizing... oh, well, there's this. There's a direct link there. I thought I was going to have to go to here and then do like 6 fucking runs getting more and more points up this way. But I guess we can go to here, and then that'll unlock that, and we won't be able to go there this time, but then we will next time, hopefully. And I guess this is a highway, so it's actually only a couple of zones away. Yeah. That's not too bad then. Alrighty. Let's head out.